Balance between fear and faith. A reflection on Hosea 3:5. Dear brothers and sisters, as we gather in the presence of God today in this sacred moment, I would like to explore a topic deeply. 1. The meaning and nature of fear. First, let us take a closer look at the concept of fear. To fear the Lord means to understand His greatness, majesty, and holiness. This fear involves acknowledging God's justice, power, and sovereignty over all things. However, this fear is not just a fear, it is a respect. To fear the Lord is to express our deep reverence for His presence and power. In the face of God's holiness and greatness, we not only humble ourselves, but we also deepen our love for Him. To fear the Lord begins with knowing Him. The better we understand God's holiness, righteousness, and His supremacy over everything, the deeper our fear of Him becomes. Fear, in its essence, involves exaltation. To fear the Lord by knowing Him rightly means to trust Him and ultimately deepen our love for Him. 2. The connection between fear and love. Fearing the Lord also increases our love for Him. True fear, when combined with love, takes on real meaning. Fear is a deep respect for God's majesty and holiness. However, this fear should not remain as mere threat or anxiety. Fear finds its true meaning when combined with love. Love directs fear in the right direction. A believer, while fearing the Lord, also loves Him. Establishing a balance between fear and love is very important in the life of a believer. God's love motivates us to fear Him, and this fear is a reflection of our love. The fear we have for the Lord strengthens the deep love we have for Him and draws us closer to Him. 3. Maintaining the balance between fear and faith. Establishing a healthy balance between fear and faith is one of the most crucial aspects of a believer's life. However, maintaining this balance is not always easy. Sometimes the fear of the Lord can make us feel spiritually pressured. If we do not fully understand God's power and greatness, fearing Him alone might push us away from Him. Fear, when not supported by love and faith, can lead us to develop a kind of anxiety toward God. On the other hand, seeing only God's love and mercy is also dangerous. God's love is infinite, but His holiness and justice are always real. If we emphasize only God's love and mercy and ignore His holiness and justice, we create an incorrect balance. Viewing God only through the lens of love may be disrespectful to His glory and holiness. 4. Walking by faith and using fear in a healthy way. Using fear in a healthy way deepens our relationship with God. Fear naturally arises in response to God's holy presence. However, when combined with faith, this fear draws us closer to God. Faith adds depth to fear. Our fear of God strengthens our commitment to Him when we trust Him. Fearing God also involves trusting Him in faith. Fearing God's greatness serves as both a protective measure for us and a reminder that we must trust Him. When fear is united with respect for God's justice, love, and majesty, it strengthens our faith. When we find this balance, our relationship with God deepens. 5. Fearing God and believing in Him. A way of life, dear brothers and sisters. Fearing the Lord is not just a temporary feeling, it is also a way of life. As in Hosea 3:5, fearing the Lord is not just a transient emotional reaction, but a sign of turning back to God. Fearing God is a constant process of transformation in a person's life. As the verse says, God's people will return to Him and fear Him. This transformation is linked with faith in God. Fearing the Lord also reminds us that we must continuously strengthen our faith in Him. Faith is the tool that properly directs fear. When fear is rightly directed, it draws us closer to God and deepens our faith. When the balance between fear and faith becomes a lifestyle, we can live a true life of faith. Conclusion: fearing God, living by faith. In conclusion, dear brothers and sisters, we must rightly understand the balance between fear and faith, as seen in Hosea 3:5. Fearing the Lord does not only express deep respect for His power and majesty, but also strengthens our love for Him and deepens our faith. Establishing this balance leads us into a deeper journey of faith. Fearing the Lord begins with knowing Him. As we understand His holiness and greatness, our fear of Him takes a healthy shape. This fear, when combined with love and faith, draws us closer to God. When we apply this balance between fear and faith in our lives, we experience true spiritual awakening and a deep faith. Let us find the balance between fear and faith, increasing our love for God while fearing Him and approaching Him with faith. May God deepen our faith as we fear Him, shaping our lives according to His will. Amen